Hey everybody, Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, and today I have a very special deck tech for you. This one was a user submitted request from one of my earlier deck tech videos. I believe it was on my Prismatic Bridge one, which was Praetor themed, and we had Kilroy255 ask if I'd be able to try to make one that uses Omnath, Locus of All, instead of the Prismatic Bridge, but still kind of keep it Phyrexian themed. I asked for a budget and a bracket. He said his play area is really proxy friendly, which is always nice because that means that folks are able to play the cards that they want to play. And then he asked for bracket 3. So this is going to be a bracket 3 deck. I'm running 2 game changers in this. We have Fierce Guardianship and Vorinclex Voice of Hunger. So our commander is Omnath, Locus of All. He is Wooburg, except for the black, is also Phyrexian mana. He's a 4/4. If you would lose unspent mana, that mana becomes black instead. And at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card if it has 3 or more colored mana symbols in its mana cost. If you do, add 3 mana in any combination of its colors and put it into your hand. If you don't, reveal it and put it into your hand. So, we're going to revolve around kind of like the Phyrexian invasion. We're still going to run lots of Praetors. We have a few spells to be able to trigger off of his ability to be able to add the mana and add them to hand. So let's start off with our creatures, shall we? We're running 22. So in my Prismatic Bridge deck, it was pretty much all the Praetors and then their Dominus around them. I wanted to kind of give, not a carbon copy of that deck. I wanted to be able to give Kilroy something a little bit different, but still Phyrexian themed, like you wanted. So I went with Praetors again. We have at least one version of each Praetor in here. And then I went for a light Infect, Toxic, and Incubate theme with this deck. So we'll kind of show off some of these cards here. So of course, there's Atraxa Praetor's Voice, which will be key in proliferating with the Toxic counters and the Infect. We have Tekuthal, which if you would proliferate again. We have Cankerbloom in there, which proliferates. And then we have some of our new cards that are not in the Prismatic Bridge. We have Essence of Orthodoxy. It's a 3/3 for 5. And when Essence of Orthodoxy or another Phyrexian enters the battlefield under your control, Incubate 2. It's going to generate some tokens. All of our creatures are Phyrexians in here, I believe. I don't have any that aren't. Oh, we have one. We have Skithrix. Skithrix is not a Phyrexian, and neither is Atali. But the rest are. Then we have Glisa, Herald of Predation. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose one. You can incubate 2 twice. You can transform all incubated tokens you control, or Phyrexians you control gain first strike and death touch until end of turn. We also have Atali, Primal Conqueror. A lot of people know who this is. He's a really good combo card. He even made it into CDH. I kind of added him in here as like he was one of the big like reveals of something that got completed. So he'll exile a card from the top of each player's library, and then they can cast him. And then you can play 9 and a green Phyrexian to flip him over into Atali Primal Sickness, which is a Blightsteel Colossus. Yep, he's a Blightsteel Colossus. We have Ixil, Scion of Atraxa. She was a Precon commander. She gets Flying, Vigilance, Toxic 2, and at the beginning of your end step, each opponent who has 3 or more poison counters exiles the top card of their library face down. You may look at and play those cards for as long as they remain exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast those spells. Next, we have Necrogen, Rot Priest. It has Toxic 2. It's a 1/5 for 4. And whenever a creature you control with Toxic deals combat damage to a player, the player gets an additional poison counter. And then you can make it so your creatures with Toxic Death Touch as well. We got Norn's Inquisitor. It's a 1/1 for 2. It lets you incubate 2, and whenever a permanent you control transforms into a Phyrexian, put a 1/1 counter on it, so it can make a 3/3. We have Phyrexian Metamorph, Skitherix, which has Infect. He's a flying 4/4. He's a pretty popular guy. We have Tainted Observer. It's flying 2/3 for 3 with Toxic 1. And whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you can pay 2. If you do, proliferate. Tyrannix Rex. It is triple green, which will be able to trigger the Omnath, Locus, and I'll, because it has 3 colored mana symbols in its casting cost. It can't be countered. It has Haste, Ward 4, and Trample. It's an 8/8 and Toxic 4. It's a very strong card. We have Vishgras, the Doom Hive, which in the lore I believe is made out of Geth's head, if I recall correctly. Ixal makes him. It has Menace and Toxic 1, and when he enters the battlefield, create 3 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature tokens with Toxic 1, and this creature can't block. And it gets +1/+1 for each poison counter your opponents have. We got Vorinclex. He'll double your poison counters, have the counters that they're making. Supandrel doubles the power and toughness. Then we have our sorceries. We want to kind of capitalize a little bit off of the ability from Omnath without going whole into it, right? Like, your commander can still get removed. So we have 3 sorceries in here that'll capitalize off it. We have Eerie Ultimatum, which is to return any number of permanent cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. Ruinous Ultimatum, which is destroy all non-land permanents your opponents control. And Praetor's Council, which is return all cards from your graveyard to your hand, exile it, and you have no maximum hand size the rest of the game. Other things we have in there is Breach the Multiverse, Torment of Hailfire, Triumph of the Hordes, Glistening Dawn, which incubates Sunfall, and which incubates as well. And then we have our instants. We have Absent Charm, and we have Sultai Charm. Those are kind of newer. And then we got a bunch of removals in here. We have Atomize, we have Beast Within, we have Generous Gift. We have some protection for ourselves around Fierce Guardianship for a counter. We have Heroic Intervention. We have Raska's Fall. We have Reject Imperfection, which counters a spell and proliferates. And Prologue to Phyresis puts a poison counter on each opponent, draws a card. Noxus Revival, Infectious Bite. A lot of things revolving around getting those poison counters on people. We have Excise the Imperfect, which is exile target non-land permanent. Its controller incubates X, where X is the mana value. You can do that to your own creature as well. Artifacts, we're only running 4. We have Soul Ring, Felwar Stone, Contagion Engine, and Contagion Clasp to capitalize off that proliferate Phyrexian theme there. We have All Will Be One, so that way when you're putting counters on people and things, you are able to ping everybody with All Will Be One. Inexorable Tide, which is whenever you cast a spell, proliferate. Leyline of the Guild Pact, which makes it so each permanent you control is all colors, and lands can tap for any color. Maelstrom Nexus, which the first spell you cast each turn has Cascade. Omen Path Journey, which will help you ramp. We have Sculpt Perfection. Sculpt Perfection, which incubates 2 and Phyrexians get +1/+1. Temur Ascendancy, creatures you control have haste, and whenever a creature you control power 4 or greater enters, you may draw a card. And then up the Beanstalk, because we got a lot of high casting things. In here we're running 36. We could probably drop a couple cards to bump this up to 38. I actually agree with Rachel, who just had a tweet today talking about how more people should put their decks to 38 lands. Full disclosure, not all of mine are at 38, but I think what you can tell from some of my newer ones is that unless they're hard ramp decks or really low mana curve, I've been sitting between 36 and 38. A couple even creep up to 39 or 40. I think 36 is probably the minimum you ever want to go with lands. But yeah, there's an easy way we can get this up to 38 by cutting a couple cards. The mana base is all the shock lands, some Triumphs and some fetches in there. We got Yavimaya. We got Urborg. Yeah, so let me know what you think. And Kilroy, it was really nice to be able to make this deck for you. I hope that you're okay with it, that you like it. If you don't, send me back to the drawing board. I by no means am the best deck builder in the world, but I gave it an earnest shot. This was actually a lot of fun. So my ask to anybody else who watches this is, if you're interested in having me try to put a deck together, all I'd say is slap a comment down below. I respond to them all. Let me know if you want me to build a deck for you. Let me know who you want for your commander, what bracket you would like it to be in, if you have a theme in mind for it, and then if you have a budget for it. So, like, if you aren't able to do lots of proxies, let me know the budget, because I don't want to have you go and give me a commander and stuff, and then I bring you back like a $4,000 deck, right? Like, I don't want to do that. Because I want Magic to be for everyone. The reason I splurged a little bit with this one is because Kilroy said that proxies are okay in their play group. So by all means, let them have at it. Oh, thank you all for watching. Like I said, Kilroy, I really, really hope that you enjoy this deck. Like I said, it was a lot of fun building it for you. And I will see you all in the next Deck Tech video.